Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Dad Life. Obviously, you can see we are piggybacking off of another wet video, and this is hopefully going to be a wet and fun video as well. Welcome again to Dad Life from Stay at Home. Obviously, we're all battling the COVID-19 virus right now, but it looks like we're on a downward trend as the country and hopefully in your individual states, wherever you're watching from. Here in Nevada, we've done very good, although it'll be interesting to see how our economy recovers with all of the casinos being closed for this long. That's never happened before. The most the casinos on the Strip have ever been closed was 1 day, and that was after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. So now they've been closed for over a month. If we open up at the 1st of May, it will have been about 45 days that they will have been closed. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens not only to the United States, but here locally in Las Vegas where I am. But we're trying to have a little fun and bring a little fun to you. Now, I did a video recently about the re-release Super Soaker 100. Now, while I was out looking at that Super Soaker 100 and doing a essential run to Target, I happened to be on a conference call because I'm half working from home and half working from the office these days. And while I was on that conference call, I had a lot of time to wander around the store. While I was wandering with those bigger Super Soakers in my cart, I found these gems, these miniature keychain size Super Soakers. Now, why am I so excited about these? Well, let's go back to the 90s. When I was a kid back in the 90s, they had the big Super Soakers. But then at Target, they started coming out with the smaller Super Soaker keychains. These things were amazing. They had the original Super Soaker 50, Super Soaker 100, different models. They had, I don't know, like 7, 8, 9, 10 different models, these keychain Super Soakers at some point. And what was so amazing about them is that they actually worked. They were mini Super Soaker squirt guns. And I remember being in middle school, carrying them in my pocket, and I remember squirting kids in the hallways and squirting kids in class, and they just were like, where is this coming from? The one thing is that they would leak, so if you weren't careful and didn't hold them right, it looked like you peed your pants because they leaked out. But, you know, it was funny because before I even found these the other day, I was talking to my kids about it. And I was like, you know, I remember Super Soakers. I was telling them how amazing they were, and I was telling them how much I love these keychain versions. And then, sure enough, here I am in the store, and I find them. Now, what's interesting is back in the 90s, the ones were marketed as an official Super Soaker product, and they were put out by a third party. These are the same way. So these are an official Super Soaker product, but they're being put out by a third party, world's smallest, superimpulse.com. Now, if you're familiar with this brand at all, they make functional tiny versions of a lot of different things. They have a functional tiny version of the Rubik's Cube. They have a functional tiny version of the little glowworm doll from the 80s. This is what they do. They take nostalgic toys and they make functional tiny versions of them, and then they sell them. And they have done the same with the Super Soaker in conjunction with the re-release of those air-powered water guns. So I have two models here. They have 4 different models that are in the stores available for sale, but these were the only 2 I wanted. They have a replica of the original 1990s Super Soaker 50 keychain water gun. You can see it's the original mold because it even has the keychain attachment point on the gun. Then they have a re-release of the Super Soaker 100, but this is modeled after the new gun that they have. So obviously I understand why they did this because it coincides with the new Super Soaker 100 that they are selling now. Although I would have really liked to see the re-release of the original Super Soaker 100 keychain squirt gun. Maybe that'll come in the future, who knows. But these items are said to actually work. So what are we going to do? Let's open them up and see how they work. Now, when I was a kid, they would shoot about 15 feet, which, you know, that's like half the size of a classroom. That kid was annoying you, throwing paper airplanes at you, or you could take him and squirt him with some water and make it look like he was leaking something out of the back of his pants and he wouldn't even know it. So let's go ahead and open this up and let's see what it does. Got my trusty razor blade here, and look, I love these simple razor blades. These easy, single blade, open and close razor blades. These are my absolute favorite. So let's go ahead and open this up. And again, as you'll learn from this channel, I'm a collector. So I'm opening this one. That tells you I have 2 more that I'm not going to open back in the Dad Life vault. So obviously a super perfect and exemplary job here opening it up. And we're going to pop that baby out. There's the gun. Now what's interesting is it comes with instructions. So this is kind of cool. Collect them all is what it says. Oh, and it shows you a bunch of different tiny things that they make. That's kind of cool. Oh, look at that. Just a bunch of different things. Handheld video games, mini tabletop arcades, Bob Ross talking keychain. I don't even know how you're living without that. So this brand is making some pretty cool stuff. It looks like they have a little Nerf football. I don't know, you guys that are about my age, you remember Nerf was the footballs. Remember they used to whistle when you threw them. So that's kind of cool. Just shows you some of the items that they have. Collect them all. If you're into it, check them out. But here's why we're here. The original mold Super Soaker 50 keychain water gun. Now, just like when I was a kid, the top opens up. We got a little water here and a little cup. I'm going to fill this baby up. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's about how I remember it, too. Is it already full? Oops, take that out. Yeah, I think it's already full. Alright, well, try it again. Nope, it's full. So let's see if it actually works, huh? Does not seem to be functioning. Let's try it again. There we go. I don't think it was actually filling up. I think the tension on the water surface, there we go, was keeping it from filling up. Such a small opening. I remember filling these up at the drinking fountain or in the bathroom at middle school. But look, here we go. Oh, there we go. It is not squirting very good. That's kind of a bust. Wonder why, what its problem is. That one does not seem to be shooting very well. I mean, what?
Weston's.
Oh, no, it's okay. It, yeah, it doesn't, it seems to be shooting a little bit, like these little tiny squirts. Maybe I'm expecting more, but it's shooting about 15 feet. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're working it. Okay. Yeah, it's shooting about 15 feet. I'm shooting our camera girl. I don't know if you can see those squirts coming at her, coming at the camera there. But yeah, there we go. It just need to work itself through the system. So this, it's great. You know what's funny is that it seems small now, but obviously when I was a kid, I was a lot smaller. So all that stuff probably seemed bigger. And now that I'm an adult, it seems super small. But yeah, oh yeah, it's working great now. So it's going about 15 feet, this little one. Shoot the camera girl again. All right, that's the Super Soaker 50. Now, let's open up the Super Soaker 100. XP 100. This is modeled after the new one. We have a video for that. Check it out. I would definitely recommend it. It's going to be the hot item. Probably won't be able to find them. I don't know how many they're going to make. There we go. Look at that. Now you can see the size comparison here. Almost double the size, it seems like. And that's about par for the course. Obviously, the Super Soaker 100 was double the size of the Super Soaker 50. Let's see how this one works. Again, it looks to be the same size cap. Go ahead and fill it up. Oh. The hole is so small, the water droplets are creating water tension, surface tension, and keeping it from getting filled. That's how small the hole is on the top. There we go. Looks like it's taking about twice as much water. Man, that's actually, oh, there we go. Looks like it's filling up pretty good. Now let's see how long it takes us to prime this. Obviously, these aren't air pressure. These are more, these are going to work more like traditional squirt guns. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that one seems, oh, that one has a lot better pressure than the Super Soaker 50. Look at that. That thing's shooting almost all the way to my back patio. That thing's shooting what? 25, 30 feet almost? 25 feet at least. Oh my gosh. Leaps and bounds better than this 50. I don't know if maybe the pressure's off on this one or what. But that Super Soaker 100 one is a lot better. It's more powerful. It feels more robust in the hand. Now, this one has the keychain, just like it did originally in the 90s. And again, it's a nice little squirt. It's maybe going 15 feet, not very far, not very robust. This one, man, you can feel it. You pull it back and boom, it goes. You don't have to push it very hard. You just pull it back and boom, it goes. This, I like the 100. The hand feel of the 100 versus the 50 is leaps and bounds better. The nostalgia factor for this 100, for the 50, is everything I want it to be and more. This is how I remember it as a kid, but this 100 is the better one. If you're only gonna get one, get the 100. If you're a collector, get them all. If you are nostalgic, get them all. Get the 50, but look, the 100 is the better gun. Holds twice as much water. It shoots twice as much better, I would say, too. This is a great little gun. So what do you do with this? Well, if you're 37 years old like I am, you shoot your kids, who are also your camera people. You take it to the office and you squirt people there, and hopefully you don't get written up to AR or to HR. It's a good, now if you're a kid, if you get it for your kids, they're going to squirt it around the house. I guarantee you that's what they're going to do. But this is a great one. I really like the 100 better. The 100 is a better squirt gun than this. This is nostalgic. I'll put it on a keychain. I'll hang it up somewhere where I hang up all my collection stuff, and it's going to sit there, and I'm probably not going to use that. This, when I'm playing squirt guns with the kids, I will put it in my pocket, and it will be a backup gun to get them right in the face, get them right in the mouth, and hopefully ward them off when they're coming at me with their Super Soakers. But these folks are the Super Soaker miniature ones. They're put out by the company World's Smallest. You can get them at Target. They are $4.99 for these. So pick them up, have fun with them, collect them, use them, shoot them. Today I've reviewed the Super Soaker 50. It's the original mold from the 1990s, and the Super Soaker XP 100. So you can see how they leak out here on the tip. And it would leak in my pocket, make me look like I peed my pants. But this one shoots better than this one. This one has a stronger pump feature than this one. Now look, it could just be the gun. Maybe this gun just doesn't shoot as good. Maybe another one would. I don't know. But anyways, these are great guns. Pick them up, Target, $4.99. You can't order them online. I didn't see them online. You have to look in the toy section in the store itself. But I don't think you'll be disappointed if you pick these up. Hope you enjoyed this review of the mini Super Soaker squirt guns made by the world's smallest company, and we'll talk to you later.